Hello, everybody. I am Mr. 901 Tommy Jackson, official Maestro of content for Looney Tunes World of Mayhem, and welcome back to the #1 spot on YouTube and Twitch for all of your Looney Tunes World of Mayhem information, the Talkin' Tommy Show. Today, we had a delay. That's right, we had a delay. This is the first time I personally experienced it in the game for an event, but our Shoot or Slam Part 2 event was delayed roughly by about 2.5 hours, something like that. But it has hit the game right now. There is compensation in the game. We're going to talk about that. We're going to try to give you a way to go and at least give you a few tips with this event guide. So without further ado, let's hop into the game. All right, so I've got it pulled up right here on the screen, the Learn to Fly or Pull Up Jumper. Now, we do not have a small mini campaign for Tweety. We thought we might because we saw a Tweety calendar, which is in the game. However, unlike Dunker Lowly, unlike Dunker Bugs, unlike LeBron, we don't have a separate campaign that allows us to just unlock that one and go. So it's not as quite of a trap event, okay? It kind of is, but it kind of isn't, and let me explain. So you want to ask yourself a couple of different questions before you go into one of or the other campaign. Now, what you're going to want to do is that kind of ask yourself this, okay? What team are you going for and why? So, for example, if you already have Shooter Taz and you have the other shooters up to around a 5-star level, you're probably going to want to go for Roadrunner first. If you're more so on the Dunker side and don't have Taz from the Battle Pass, you might want to go for the Dunkers, but keep this in mind. The only way that you're going to be able to go from one campaign to the next is to fully complete it. Now, we did get some information from Sable and the Jack's Army, where the last act of the Tweety campaign requires a 5-star Tweety, and it's a 82k team that you go up against. The team itself, not a huge deal, but it is 82k and you need a 5-star Tweety. So you would also need a 5-star Roadrunner to complete those campaigns. So if you think you can complete them, then it doesn't really matter which one you go into. This is a little bit more for people that are on a lower level and they're trying to decide which way to go. Those are the questions you need to ask yourself. Do I have the shooter? Woo! That scared me to death. We're live on Twitch, as we always are, with a Talkin' Tommy video, and when a new event drops. So that scared me to death. Back to what we were talking about. So that's really what you got to ask yourself. Do you think you can complete the campaigns? If you can, then it's not a really big deal for you. It's not a huge deal at all. If you can't, then you're going to have some decisions to make, and that's where you start going, okay, if I've got Shooter Taz and Battle Pass already, that's probably who I go for. If I don't, then we're probably going for Tweety, and it's going to be slightly easier to go for Tweety because you do get a calendar, so you're going to get a little, a little bump in pieces that way. So let's take a look real quick. We're just going to hop inside the Tweety campaign real quick to give you an idea. So the first one is a straight unlock for Tweety. You go in, you've got 3 campaigns. Top team is 18k. Same difference for Roadrunner, not a huge deal by any means. Also, then once you're through with that, you unlock the next campaign, Practice with Friends, and this is where you're going to get the featured event tunes. We were able to get to the point to where we needed 4 stars, but keep in mind at the end, that's where it's going to start getting a little more difficult. And that's why I say you really want to think before you go into either campaign. Can you complete it? Are you just trying to unlock both? If you are, you still have to complete one. So keep that in mind. We're also going to take a dip inside the market and show you if there's any sort of time-saving offers there as a way to go. But as you're going through, you're collecting featured tune pieces, you're collecting eye black, I guess, Let me know in the comments down below what you think that is. It's supposed to be eye black. But once you complete practice with friends, you're then to take flight, and that's where you have to complete it at least a 5-star Tweety, a Dunker Tweety, if you will, and get past that 82K team. So if you're out there and you just started the game and you're wondering, am I going to be able to get both? I'm going to tell you, you might not be able to. It may be a distinct possibility where you can't. However, there are other routes for you to possibly go. So for example, if we look into the tourney, if it'll load, there we go. Towards the end here, you can get Dunker Tweety pieces for the Dunker campaign. You can get Shooter Roadrunner pieces for the Shooter campaign. Not the easiest thing in the world to do, guys. I'm not saying that it is, but there are routes to go. Also, let's take a look at these wheels real quick. Now, keep in mind, guys, that for the compensation for the event, you want to check your inbox, because in your inbox, you're going to find 5 Lyndon B. Johnson coins, aka LeBron James coins, and you're going to get 500 energy. That energy will help you out through this event. So for compensation for the delay, they gave us that. But when we're looking at these 2 wheels, okay, both of these wheels are, in my opinion, dog water. You've got a 1% drop on either one of the tunes. I don't think that you focus on the wheel to get these tunes on this event. Could you get lucky? Could you hit a jackpot? Sure, pal. Sure. You know, possibilities are astronomical. But keep in mind, it's a 1%. Now, the other tunes on this wheel, all good. Nothing wrong with that if you're looking for those tunes. But the reason I say they're kind of dog water is because if you're looking for Dunker Tweety, if you're looking for Dunker Roadrunner, this is not the spot to get it. All right, so let's hop on in real quick to the old market and see what's in there for us. As the doors open upon the market, what do I see? Well, let's take a look at these Dunker Tweety and Roadrunner offers staring back at me. All right, so this is what I'm going to tell you guys. I could care less about these guaranteed cosmic offers, because you can go through Quest and get cosmic stars on Tweety and Roadrunner through this. Not a big deal. I'm going to pass those up. However, I will say that this is probably the best event starter I've ever seen. And the reason I say that is because most event starters, most of them anyway, you're going to get a few pieces, enough to unlock one character and then roll on with your day. Well, this one is both characters, and you get 600 eye black, which honestly is not a ton. 1500 energy, 10 superior movie cameras, which you're going to need, and some gold for 20 bucks. So if you're trying to save time, if you're worried about not unlocking both, and you're just trying to save a little time, I don't have any problems in recommending. Definitely worth it there to save you some time. Also, if you think about it, that's a quick and easy way to jump up a star rank to kind of give you a boost on those tunes. I don't really care about the featured tune ones. I mean, yeah, it does give you, but honestly, I don't think that's as big of a deal. They are giving you quite a bit for 20 bucks. If you don't have them, you can unlock them, but again, I don't think it's like just a super sort of offer by any means. The rank up on Dunker Tweety I don't really like, because it is pretty easy to unlock either or, and for this price, you know, kind of a baby yuck right here. So let's move on. Let's look at the LeBron bobblehead energy. Now, one thing we didn't show you when we looked at the events, because we're really just concentrating on Roadrunner and Tweety, is that there is a separate campaign called the Serververse Classic. Now, if you go into that, there's Serververse Classic 1 and 2. 1 is Dunkers, 2 is Shooters. And when you go in, you have to have a 5-star Toon Squad to go into that. Now, you do start out with 5 energy. If you purchase more, you can go above that, and you can see the rewards are not too shabby, you know, but that's what that energy is for. Now, that being said, I definitely don't think you worry about any of these offers, because all of these offers for this LeBron bobblehead energy, dog water, without the sound apparently, but still dog water. All right, so we're going to scroll on through. We're not worried about that, guys. Right now in the tune-up material section, I've already purchased them all, but there were, in fact, bird perches and scrunchies. So if you need those to tune up your Dunker Lowly and your Dunker Tweety, those are there. Let's look at the event section. The mini token stuff, I'm not really a fan of, because normally the mini event tokens, they will do about 12 or 1600 of these things. Not great right there. Same thing about the foam fingers. The main thing I wanted to show you guys here, there are tune-up materials, but keep in mind that each one of these has its own MacGuffin associated with it. So you're not just going to be able to go through the Dunker Tweety and grab the eye black or whatever that is and use it for the Roadrunner. He needs separate. So that's why I say it's super important in this event to, if you don't think you can beat it all, you have to choose which side that you're going, dunkers or shooters. When we scroll over here, you notice there's no featured event tunes listed for an exchange except in these large numbers here. And they're going to give you 50 a piece for 1,200. I'm not sure that that's a way to go on them. I think you could probably just auto win through the Friends campaign and get those. You can also exchange for Lyndon B. Johnson coins, but that wheel is the epitome of dog water because you don't just hit LeBron pieces. Besides that, guys, make sure that you're trying to go through your quests. That'll be the last thing I touch on. Try to go through as many of your quests as possible, because you're going to be accruing eye black and foam fingers. And then as you scroll down, just by upgrading the tune that you unlock, you will be unlocking cosmic stars and other rewards for it. Same thing goes for Roadrunner. And then you've got different quest campaigns where that's going to help you out get some energy. The title for this is phenomenal looking. Space Jam Champion. Congratulations to anybody who gets that, but definitely go through, ask yourself those questions on these campaigns, figure out which route you're going. If you can complete it all, get it all. If not, figure out which route you're going to go, and let me know in the comments down below. All right, that's what we've got for you today. We've been live on Twitch now for about 4 hours or so. The delay, we've got compensation in the inbox. Also, one last thing I want to note, there has been an adjustment, I'm being told, on the way that how max power is calculated. The power shown might decrease, but don't worry, there are no changes to the stats and everything should work exactly the way it is. That's a breaking news update right here on this video. Which one are you going for? Dunker Tweety, Shooter Roadrunner? Are you getting them both? Are you enjoying this type of campaign format? I don't know that we'll see it a whole lot now that this is the last part of the Space Jam, but let me know all of that down in the comments down below. And remember, 5 days a week, whenever new events drop, you can join me live at twitch.tv/Mr901 Tommy Jacks. And if you haven't already done it, hit that subscribe button, bang that bell so that you always get notified for a brand new Talkin' Tommy video. And throw a like on this thing while you're at it, for crying out loud. You're here. And until next time, guys, stay loony. And we're going to catch you down the road.